The Zephyrian Council had ruled the Andromeda sector for 3 millennia. Their crystalline ships, powered by quantum resonance cores, had never known defeat. Admiral Vexithara stood before the holographic display in the council chamber, her translucent blue form shimmering with confidence as she addressed the assembled leaders. "The human vessel approaches our border," she announced, her voice carrying the harmonic frequencies that marked her species' superiority. "Intelligence reports indicate it's a single ship, primitive by our standards. Chemical propulsion, kinetic weapons, and what appears to be fusion reactors." A ripple of amusement passed through the chamber. Counselor Mordan, his ancient form crackling with bioelectric energy, leaned forward. "Shall we send a warning beacon? Perhaps these humans simply lack understanding of proper galactic protocol." "Unnecessary," Vexithara replied. "Our border defense fleet will handle this diplomatic oversight. 12 vessels should suffice for what appears to be a reconnaissance probe." The human ship, Indomitable, drifted through space like a predator stalking its prey. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge, her weathered hands clasped behind her back as she studied the tactical display. The ship bore little resemblance to the sleek, elegant vessels of other galactic civilizations. Where they favored curves and energy-based aesthetics, the Indomitable was angular, armored, and brutal in its efficiency. "Captain," called out Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez from the tactical station, "we're picking up 12 contacts on long-range sensors, Zephyrian design, approaching at high velocity." Chen nodded slowly. "They think we're scouts," she murmured. "Let them come. Maintain current heading and speed. Do not power weapons until I give the order." The Zephyrian fleet moved with practiced precision, their ships forming a perfect geometric pattern as they approached the human vessel. Admiral Vexithara watched from her flagship's command center, noting the human ship's lack of evasive maneuvers. "They're not even trying to flee," observed her tactical officer. "Perhaps their propulsion systems are truly as primitive as reported." "Begin." "Charging harmonic disruptors," Vexithara ordered. "Target their propulsion and command sections. We'll disable them cleanly and study their technology." As the Zephyrian ships closed to optimal firing range, something unexpected happened. The human vessel's angular hull began to unfold like a mechanical flower. What had appeared to be a single ship revealed itself as something far more complex. Armor plating shifted and retracted, exposing weapon systems that defied conventional galactic design philosophy. "Captain," Rodriguez's voice carried a note of anticipation, "all systems are green. Railguns charged, missile tubes loaded, point defense online." Chen's expression remained impassive. "The Zephyrians have never encountered our kind before. They don't understand what makes humans different." She paused, watching as the alien fleet reached optimal range. "They've never faced a species that evolved from persistence hunters. They don't know that we don't just fight to win. We fight until nothing remains of our enemies." The first Zephyrian harmonic pulse struck the Indomitable's hull, expecting to overload the primitive systems within. Instead, the energy dissipated harmlessly across specially designed absorption plates. The human ship had been built not just to fight, but to fight beings whose technology was centuries ahead of Earth's. "Return fire," Chen commanded quietly. The Indomitable unleashed hell, railgun slugs, accelerated to significant fractions of light speed, tore through the Zephyrian formation like paper. The aliens' energy shields, designed to deflect plasma and particle beams, were useless against solid projectiles moving at relativistic velocities. 3 ships simply ceased to exist, their quantum cores detonating in brilliant flashes. But the real surprise came next. As the Zephyrian fleet attempted to regroup, the space around them erupted with missile contrails. The humans had launched their ordnance not at where the ships were, but at where they would be. Each missile carried not explosives, but kinetic penetrators and electronic warfare packages specifically designed to counter crystalline technology. Admiral Vexithara watched in horror as her fleet disintegrated around her. "Impossible," she whispered. "Their technology is centuries behind ours. How are they—" Her question was answered by the ship's AI as it analyzed the human vessel's tactics. "Admiral, they're not using superior technology. They're using inferior technology more effectively. Their weapons are designed for maximum destructive efficiency, not elegant application of force." The revelation came too late. The human ship had already begun its next phase of attack. Instead of the clean, precise warfare the Zephyrians knew, this was something far more primal. The Indomitable didn't just target military assets, it targeted everything. Communication relays, sensor stations, even escape pods found themselves in the crosshairs of human weapons. As Vexithara's flagship took critical damage, she managed to transmit one final message to the Council. "The humans, they don't fight. Like us, they don't seek victory through superior technology or tactical advantage. They seek complete annihilation of their enemies. This isn't warfare, it's extinction." Captain Chen watched the last Zephyrian ship's reactor go critical. She felt no satisfaction, only the cold certainty that came with completing a necessary task. The Indomitable had been humanity's first true warship, designed not to explore or trade, but to establish humanity's position in a galaxy that had no place for them. "Tactical, confirm all contacts destroyed," she ordered. "Confirmed, Captain. No survivors, no intact vessels, no functioning technology." Chen nodded. The Zephyrians had made the mistake of treating humanity like every other species they'd encountered, assuming that superior technology guaranteed victory. They hadn't understood that humans had spent millions of years learning to kill things bigger, stronger, and better adapted than themselves. The Indomitable resumed its course toward Zephyrian space. Behind it drifted the debris of a fleet that had never imagined defeat, destroyed by a species that had never accepted it. In the depths of space, silence returned. But among the debris, automated distress beacons continued transmitting, carrying the same message across the galaxy. "The humans are coming, and nothing survives their passing."